We all crave success. It's a universal desire that transcends cultures, ages, and backgrounds. Whether it's in our personal lives, careers, or health, we all want to achieve something meaningful. We dream of achieving great things, of reaching heights that seem almost impossible. We envision ourselves living our best lives, filled with joy, accomplishment, and satisfaction. We dream of living healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives. We imagine ourselves jogging in the park, enjoying nutritious meals with our families, and finding peace through meditation. But often, the path to success seems overwhelming. The sheer number of tasks and the magnitude of our goals can make us feel paralyzed. We look at our to-do lists and feel a sense of dread. We set ambitious goals only to be discouraged by the sheer size of the task ahead. The mountain seems too high to climb, the weight's too heavy to lift, and the stack of papers too daunting to tackle. What if I told you that the secret to achieving your biggest goals lies not in giant leaps, but in tiny, incremental changes? These small adjustments can make a world of difference. This is the power of atomic habits. The concept, popularized by James Clear, emphasizes the importance of small, consistent actions. These tiny habits, when repeated over time, lead to remarkable results. Just as atoms are the building blocks of matter, atomic habits are the building blocks of remarkable results. Each small action is like a piece of a puzzle, contributing to the bigger picture of your success. Imagine a small change you could make today, waking up 15 minutes earlier. This simple adjustment can give you extra time to start your day with intention and focus. Drinking an extra glass of water might seem insignificant, but it can improve your hydration, energy levels, and overall health. It's a small step with big benefits. Reading a page of a book each day can expand your knowledge, improve your focus, and provide a sense of accomplishment. It's a tiny habit that can lead to lifelong learning. Now, imagine repeating that tiny change every single day. Over time, these small actions add up, creating a powerful momentum that propels you forward. Over time, these small habits compound, creating a ripple effect that transforms your life. Just like a pebble creating ripples in a pond, your tiny actions can have far-reaching impacts. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This ancient wisdom reminds us that every great achievement starts with a small, deliberate action, and the journey of achieving your dreams begins with a single atomic habit. By focusing on these small, manageable actions, you can build the foundation for lasting success. Celebrate your small wins. Each tiny habit you complete is a step closer to your goal. Share your progress with friends and family, and let their encouragement fuel your journey. Reflect on your progress regularly. Take time to acknowledge how far you've come and set new, achievable goals. Visualize your future success and let it inspire you to keep going. Embrace the journey. Success is not just about the destination, but also about the growth and fulfillment you experience along the way. Enjoy each moment and take pride in your efforts. Find balance in your life. While pursuing your goals, remember to take care of your well-being. Balance your efforts with rest, relaxation, and self-care. Stay connected to your vision. Keep your goals in sight and remind yourself why you started. Practice gratitude for the progress you've made and the opportunities ahead. Every small step you take is a victory. Each positive change you make empowers you to achieve more. Believe in the power of your atomic habits and watch as they lead you to remarkable results. Small changes, remarkable results. This is the essence of atomic habits. Embrace the power of tiny actions and transform your life, one habit at a time. We often overestimate the importance of single events and underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. We think we need a massive overhaul to see real change, but the truth is, lasting transformation is a product of daily habits. Think of your habits as the compound interest of self-improvement. They are small actions that, over time, yield exponential results. Just like money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them day after day. The key is consistency. It's not about perfection, but about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about making small, sustainable changes that you can stick to over the long haul. Remember, success is not a destination, but a journey of continuous improvement, and atomic habits are the vehicles that will take you there. To understand how to build better habits, we need to understand the science behind habit formation. Habits are powerful because they create neurological cravings. Once you understand how habits work, you can start to change them. Every habit, whether good or bad, follows a neurological loop known as the habit loop. This loop is a three-step process that our brains go through every time we perform a habit. This loop consists of three key components: cue, routine, and reward. Understanding these components is crucial for anyone looking to make lasting changes in their behavior. The cue is the trigger that initiates the habit. It's the signal that tells your brain to go into automatic mode and which habit to use. It could be a time of day, a location, an emotional state, or even a preceding action. For example, the sound of an alarm clock might be a cue to wake up, or feeling stressed might be a cue to eat comfort food. The routine is the behavior itself, the habit you want to build or break. This is the action you take in response to the cue. It could be something simple like brushing your teeth, or more complex like going for a run. And the reward is the positive outcome associated with the habit. This is what your brain uses to determine if this particular loop is worth remembering for the future. This reward could be a feeling of pleasure, a sense of accomplishment, or even the avoidance of pain. For instance, the endorphins released after exercise can serve as a reward, or the relief from stress after meditating. By understanding this loop, we can start to hack our habits. We can identify the cues that trigger our undesired behaviors and replace them with new routines that lead to positive rewards. We can identify the cues that trigger our desired behaviors, reinforce the routines that support our goals, and create rewards that make our habits stick. For example, if you want to start exercising more, you could set a cue like laying out your workout clothes the night before, establish a routine of going for a run, and reward yourself with a healthy smoothie afterward. In the next section, we'll delve deeper into the science of habit formation and explore how to optimize each stage of the habit loop. We'll look at practical strategies for identifying cues, designing effective routines, and choosing rewards that will help you build lasting habits. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets to mastering your habits and transforming your life. Our brains are wired to automate repetitive tasks. This automation is a fundamental aspect of how our brains function, allowing us to perform daily activities without having to consciously think about each step. Imagine if you had to consciously think about every single action you take, from brushing your teeth to driving to work. It would be exhausting and inefficient. Instead, our brains create shortcuts, known as habits, to streamline these processes. This automation frees up mental energy for other activities, but it also makes it difficult to change existing habits or build new ones. When we try to change a habit, we are essentially trying to rewire our brain, which can be a challenging process. Our brains resist change because it requires more energy and effort. This is why breaking a bad habit or starting a new one can feel like an uphill battle. When we repeat a behavior, our brains create neural pathways that make that behavior more automatic over time. These pathways are like well-trodden paths in a forest. The more we walk them, the clearer and easier they become to navigate. Each repetition of a behavior strengthens these neural connections, making the behavior more ingrained in our brain's circuitry. The more we perform the habit, the stronger these pathways become, making it easier to repeat the behavior in the future. This is why practice is so important when learning a new skill or trying to establish a new habit. The more we practice, the more our brains adapt, and the easier the behavior becomes. This process is known as neuroplasticity, and it's the reason why habits are so powerful. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This ability allows the neurons in the brain to compensate for injury and disease and to adjust their activities in response to new situations or changes in the environment. Once a habit is ingrained in our brains, it takes less effort to maintain. This is because the neural pathways associated with the habit have become so strong that the behavior becomes almost automatic. We can perform the habit with little to no conscious thought, freeing up mental resources for other tasks. It becomes our default mode of operation. This is why habits are so powerful and why they can be so difficult to change. Our brains prefer to operate on autopilot because it is more efficient and requires less energy. Understanding this neurological process is crucial for habit change. By understanding how our brains form and maintain habits, we can develop strategies to change them. This knowledge allows us to work with our brains rather than against them, making the process of habit change more effective. It tells us that consistency is key. Consistency is crucial because it reinforces the neural pathways associated with the habit. The more consistent we are, the stronger these pathways become, making the habit easier to maintain. The more we repeat a behavior, the more ingrained it becomes in our neural circuitry. This is why repetition is so important when trying to establish a new habit. Each repetition strengthens the neural connections associated with the behavior, making it more automatic over time. In the following sections, we'll explore practical strategies to leverage the power of neuroplasticity and make habit change easier and more effective. We'll look at techniques such as setting clear goals, creating a supportive environment, and using positive reinforcement to help establish and maintain new habits. By understanding and applying these strategies, we can harness the power of our brains to create lasting change.